Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Ajua and I hope this video finds you well. If you are new to this place, please consider subscribing, and to all my returning subscribers, thank you so much for your support and welcome back. So I'm here with C. You know we are doing some collaborations, so expect to see a lot from us. And we've been thinking about fragrances that a lot of people do not hype, These fragrances have been on the market. Some of them have been there for as long as, we can remember. And we think they deserve some hype because they are good. Honestly, they are, but nobody really seems to be talking about them. So in today's video, we want to just put some limelight on these fragrances. They are 10 in number. I have 5 from my side, and then C has 5 from her side. So we just want to share these hidden gems. At least just try and test them out. You never know. You are most likely going to like some of these fragrances. So yeah.
Okay, so let me just throw this one as number 1. I was surprised. I was actually one of the people that just used to look at this bottle with a side eye, and it's an Our Tanya as well. It's not as well because, sorry, I'm thinking about the one I was talking about in the last video, so they don't know. This one is an Our Tanya, guys. I used to see these bottles. There's 3 in the range. There's a silver one, a black one, and then this one. So it just so happened one day that I thought, no, let me just buy this fragrance. And it surprised me. I sprayed it, that I've seen this one for years, but and it's so good, yet I never thought about it. And maybe the reason was because nobody else was bringing it to the limelight. So our Watani, guys, the fragrance to check out. It does smell feminine, so it's going to be one that a lot of ladies are going to possibly like. I'm not going to lie and say it's masculine. The masculine one I sprayed yesterday, the silver one. That one was masculine, and I almost actually bought it, but I then ended up picking up something else. This is a gorgeous fusion of Sea Fiori together with the sea. And if you know sea, you'll know that sea has got somewhat of a, almost like a fermented feel or sour feel or whatever. This does not have that. Sea takes that sour feel and, holds on to it for even a few hours, I would say. And then it gets to the enjoyable part. Now, what this one does, it goes straight into the enjoyable part, which is the reason why I feel it's a fusion of that sea. Sorry.
I've been wondering it.
You should have told me now. You should have told me.
Sorry.
No, it's okay.
Sorry.
It's okay. To me, it feels like a fusion of Sea and Fiori. Why I say a fusion of Sea and Fiori is this one goes straight to the point, right? When you wear Sea, you'll know it's got like a sourish tone where, yes, it kind of feels like it's got some fermented fruits in it and stuff. This has that tone, but instead of the weight that you have to go through with Sea, this one goes straight to the enjoyable part of Sea, the dry down of Sea. So it is a fusion. It's more fun. It's more youthful. Even Mima, is actually fighting me for this bottle because, and if you know Sea, you know that it's quite mature. So for Mima to like this, the fun part of what I'm talking about. So guys, do check out this Watani if you haven't. Get your nose on it or just blind buy it if you can, because it's affordable and I feel it is definitely underrated.
Very underrated. I was surprised when I smelled it yesterday because I have the Watani Intense, which gives you the Oud All Our vibes, But this one, I've been meaning to try it for some time. And yesterday, I was really impressed by
it's a nice one.
Scent profile and the quality of it. Yes. Okay, so the first one that I'm going to talk about that I feel needed to have gained some traction, but it didn't, is going to be Mahajan Gold by Latafa. This, I think, was 2023 launch, if I'm not mistaken.
Their very first Latafa Pride collection.
But a lot of us didn't know about Baby Cat at the time this was launched, so we didn't really make noise about it until I think Paris Corner did the River Cat, then we got to know Baby Cat whilst there was already an existing dupe, So this one, I guess, it just went under the radar. Nobody really paid much attention to it, It's going to give you that Baby Cat feel, but less spicy as compared to, and even less intense as compared to the River Cat, for example. It is a very beautiful one. I think if you feel Baby Cat is too intense, and too unique, this also gives you that unique touch, but at least it's much more wearable, for people who might assume Baby Cat and even Nile Queen might be a little too much. So I think this one is a good one. If you have been on the market if you are on the hunt for a lesser intense feel of baby cat, I think just check this one out. Mahajan Gold by Latafa. Yes.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Okay, then the one I want to talk about now is this one, MOA Silky Rose. MOA Silky Rose was launched at the same time with MOA. This one, I would say, in a way, disappeared off the shelves. It was one of those that the minute people saw that it was kind of Penhaligon related, they hoarded it and it was very difficult to find. I actually remember finding mine after about 3-4 months, and lots of people had been asking me, can you review it? Can you review it? I just couldn't find it. So it was one of those that when it surfaced, there was a lot of other launches that Latafa had made, so it didn't really make the rounds. This is a gorgeous fragrance, guys. MOA Silky Rose. If you like your fragrances on the musky side, delicate, feminine, rosy, that sort of thing, you're going to get that from this. This actually is Latafa's interpretation of that Penhaligon's The Favorite. It doesn't really match with The Favorite 100, because The Favorite, when I tried that one, was a bit serious. It was too rosy, with that like a very vivid rose. This one does not make it about the rose. It kind of balances everything, making it like a not sherbety rather, but like a marshmallowy thing, candy forward type of fragrance. So this is a fragrance that did not get to make enough rounds or to have the hype that it deserves. And I feel, guys, that if you are to get your hands on it now, more so that the price is significantly gone down, you will thank me later. It's a beautiful fragrance, underrated but gorgeous. And if you have a problem with that, The Favorite, say for instance you have The Favorite from Penhaligon's, you have a problem, you find it more intense or whatever, this is going to be the fun take to that DNA. So do try MOA Silky Rose. It's my number 2.
Okay, so the next one is going to be a recommendation from I think I stole this one from her closet. I tried it and immediately fell in love. This is a very good one. I had never heard about this. It's from AAT. I think that house is generally underrated.
Yes.
We don't talk about AAT a lot, but I think if you have access to them, just check them out. And this one is Nadin. I think you have a video on it, that you uploaded some few weeks ago. Nadin by AAT. And when I smelled this one, it immediately reminded me of Orientica's Melody, which has been likened to Sintra. Sintra, yes. So they're same, it gives me the same vibes without that harsh opening of the melody from Orientica. That can be a little harsh with the opening, but the dry down is very beautiful. Whereas in this one, it doesn't give you that abrasive, harsh opening. It's like, it goes straight to the point. It gives you the vanilla patchouli. It's like patchouli intense with that so not soapy but lemony nuance, and generally it doesn't remind me of that, but it's the same thing, melody, Sintra, that vibes, and also gives me a slight hint of Devotion by DNG. If you like Devotion by DNG, you are going to like this one. Just take note that this one feels slightly screechy because of course it's $11, very affordable, but I mean, I think when it sits for a couple of months more, it's going to smoothen out beautifully. But this one is amazing. If you just find it anywhere, please just try and grab a bottle, because it's a hidden gem. Nobody, aside C that I saw speaking about it, I've not seen it. I don't even see it on the market that much, but I think if you search for it, Nadin by AAT, you're going to absolutely fall in love with this. If you love that Orientica melody or Melodia, I'll put a bottle somewhere here so that you know what I'm talking about, or that Sintra, Memo Sintra. Yes. It's a hidden gem. It's a hidden gem. Yeah. Yes.
Okay, my other one is going to be All Our. When I bought this fragrance, it turned up. I looked everywhere for it. I couldn't find a single thing about it. Not on Fragrantica, not anywhere. I don't know if they've updated or put it there. So even with the notes, I had to just spray it on myself and see what I was coming up with. This fragrance, guys, our stuff. If you just looking at it with a side eye and wondering whether it's worth it, this is a gorgeous fragrance from Latafa, and I haven't seen it being featured, at least, you know, to my knowledge. I haven't seen. If there is one or two people, I wouldn't, you know, I wouldn't know. But I remember when I featured it, it was literally the first review of this one on YouTube.
I've seen it.
Yeah, this one is. It gives me a little bit of Carlisle by Perfumes de Mali. It also will remind you a little bit of Phantom. It feels like Latafa was playing around with something in the factory and it just turned out amazing. There is a spicy thing to this, a woody thing to this. And while you're enjoying that, you're going to have a wrap up of something that even feels chocolatey there, as though they've put a cacao note in there. So it's a good one to get your nose and to discover the journey. I still haven't pinned what it exactly is a clone of, but what I can speak about, you know, when it comes to this is it's a gorgeous fragrance, and a lot more people need to, you know, maybe test it out. But if you like that Carlisle, and if you like the Black Phantom without the intensity of that, with a wrap up of something that feels cacao-y but spicy, masculine without being too manly, this is going to do it for you. Beautiful, and without also smelling outright Middle Eastern. So do try All Our stuff if you haven't, guys. I think it's so underrated, so underrated.
Okay, so the next one here is going to be one I think I've seen just C and myself talk about. I don't know why. See, seriously, and it's the price is right too. Eternal Max by Paris Corner. You know, I think the 3 in the series, the most popular, I believe, is going to be the Eternal Coffee, because everybody was looking for French coffee, which was non-existent. Then everybody rushed on it and ignored this one. We all ignore this one. If you have access to this, please look into this. It's a very beautiful, sultry, simple yet elegant one. It's all about the mask that's, you know, slight lactonic. It's not the type of lactonic that is going to turn your stomach, because it's not like in your face lactonic, but it gives you that slight lactonic, musky, creamy, very creamy, beautiful, sultry, womanly, you know, something that you can use for one-to-one date night sort of thing in the house. If you want to go to bed but you don't want to offend your partner, it is something that you should look into. So I would say this is highly underrated. Please just check it out. You know, if I have to beg you to check it out, I have to do that, because I just want to, the people should just know about some of these fragrances. It's not always about the popular ones, you know, whilst some of them are, you know, just right under our noses and we're ignoring them, you know. So Eternal Max by Paris Corner, I would highly recommend. Highly.
Absolutely, yeah. I have a lady, Lady Presidente from the House of Emperor. The problem, Emperor, I know you can access in the UK. I know you can get Emperor off the actual website. You can get them on eBay, right? And I'm not being sponsored by them. I'm just helping them out here. Empire has got hidden gems, right? The ones that they have been dropping at the moment, there's nothing I can speak of that it did really actually strike me as this one. I used to see this fragrance and I was wondering what it's all about. And the reason why it didn't even dawn on me that it would be an Empire is I kind of associated it with the Chris Adams type of fragrances, because he's the one that brings fragrances, you know, dressed up in like some jeans and leather and all that. So I was dismissing Lady Presidente. There's 3 in this collection, guys. There's a white one that I have, Mental Shortcut. That's simply going to be your Coco Mademoiselle, amped up with the citruses there. This is a gorgeous, I think it's a beautiful mango, guys. This is mango like no other mango. It's just amazing. And to think that this has been on the market for years, because I remember seeing one YouTuber, not even a fragrance review YouTuber, she's a vlogger. She got this as her birthday gift, one of her birthday gifts, and she opened it and she sprayed it. She said it's so nice, but because she's not into reviewing, she didn't even put a note breakdown. But if she had said it had mango or something, maybe I would have run for it, because I love mango fragrances, and I love my mango especially to be done like this, especially to be done like the mango in lean. The mango here and the mango in lean are different. This feels like that's that homegrown mango, working together with some citruses and some florals there, but very nice, very sweet, fruity, without being childish and all. And tropical, beautiful scent. Check it out if you can. And the price also is right for this one. Check it out, guys. Yes, it leans feminine. So for those who are wondering, it does lean feminine. The good thing about this range is they do have a masculine one. I think it's Lady President. it says Presidente. The masculine one would say Presidente. I haven't put my nose on that. So at least, you know, if you want to do a his and hers, you can. But this range in general, the white one, the Coco Mademoiselle rendition is beautiful. But this, out of the three, if you were wondering, I'd say go for this and thank me later. Beautiful one. Lady Presidente, guys. The one in the red leather lookalike thing.
Yeah, it's quite impressive. I like that. Okay, so let's move on to Roses the Emotion that have been drumming in your ears for the past 1 year.
I'm buying that bottle. I can't believe I'm a year late. I am buying that bottle.
I've been drumming this in everybody's ears, but I think it just, you know, comes here and then goes away. But this is a very beautiful one, honestly. I'm not going to, it looks like I'm just pushing it too much. I'm exaggerating, I'm overhyping this fragrance, but to me, I don't think I'm overhyping this fragrance. Nobody's paying me to do anything. You know, I don't know if it parries from anywhere. This is good. It's a very beautiful, you know, it gives me that sort of, you know, bridal feel. I can wear this to a wedding. Even a bride herself can wear this fragrance, you know, and it will still make a statement. That is how good this fragrance is. But you need to love musk, you know, you need to love musk, aquatic, roses. One of the most dominant flora in it, coupled with that soft musk, you know, and the aquatic, you know, nuance in it. It is very beautiful, also very gentle, dainty. It's just like I'm soft and pink, you know. That is basically what this one gives me. It's going to be great for like the upcoming summer months. You don't need to overwhelm yourself with anything intense. This is a good one, you know. So I'm not drumming it into your ears because I'm going to get anything from it. I just want you to enjoy the scent.
All the ones we're talking about here are just off our, you know, we're just recommending them to assist you with which ones, because sometimes people go, you see, it's a marketing thing as well. Some people find themselves buying the popular ones because everybody talks about them. Yet there are some very good hidden gems out there. This is one of them. Even to myself, I looked at this and what threw me off was, first it says it was marketed as being a Rose of No Man's Land clone, and it does smell a lot like that, but this is a more versatile you know, style of fragrance. If you've used that Byredo Rose of No Man's Land, you know that sometimes it will be here right there on your chest, quite suffocating. This is pretty, it's beautiful, it's just gorgeousness in a bottle. And I am one of those people that was underrating this. You know, I was just looking at it and thinking whatever, but definitely recommend this one. Rose the Emotions. Okay, so my last one is going to be this one. Okay, I was going to recommend something else, but I thought no, I have given you already a spicy one, but for those who are curious, let me just show you what I was going to recommend, but I'm going to put it on the side because I've already given you a spicy one in that our stuff. Okay, this is what I was going to give you as another you know, one that people are not really looking at it, but it's called Hayatim. However, if you've used the Musuf Wadi, the brown one, right, which was more popular than this one, then you're not missing out. So that's why I've changed my mind during this video on my own. She doesn't even know we're doing this. It's almost like it's live, you know. So I changed my mind to say Al Malika. Reason why I'm showing you this one, guys, is this is the perfect starter oud. If you love, or if you want to get into the Middle Eastern fragrances and you don't know where to start, this is it. This has been likened to Oud Mood. It has been, I personally likened it to Oud Mood Reminiscent, even Sheikh Al Shuk, the Luxe edition. I likened it to that, but that is like from one higher stage going downwards, right? With Oud Mood being the most potent, you know, followed by, let's say, Sheikh Al Shuk, the Luxe edition, a little bit of Oud Mood Reminiscent, and then this one. So I'm going like from the highest, most polarizing to the lowest. So when I got this, the first thing I did was, what's the difference? What has Latafa done now? Because I was clouded with that Oud Mood thing until I then figured, or until I started, you know, getting drawn more to this one because it's got a crisp apple, right? So it's going to be that oud that's very like small doses of oud with a crisp apple, to an extent that if you start here and then move on to the heavier ones, or you're starting your Middle Eastern journey. We had that question in the live yesterday. Somebody was saying, where do I start? This Sir Al Malika is one of them. It looks pretty and can be judged as feminine because it's pretty, but even men can wear this. So this is a perfect starter oud, perfect way to tiptoe into Middle Eastern fragrances. Yes, if you've used Oud Mood and stuff, it's not going to be that unique to you. But if you haven't, then this is the great combo, you know, where you're going to get crisp, you're going to get fruity, and then you're going to get rose, and then you're going to get oud, the spice, but all of them watered down in a safe way that's going to be adaptable, you know, for you to then, you know, get, you know, to the higher ones if you want to. So I feel Sir Al Malika is one fragrance that needs to be talked about a little bit more. Definitely. However, I have seen 1 or 2 people talk about it. I'm not trying to say it's not being talked about, but I'm just saying I'm here to re-emphasize that this is a good fragrance, guys. This is if you love Oud Mood, you think it's pushy, go for this one. You will absolutely love this. And then you may find yourself switching back to Oud Mood, because then it would have kind of like initiated you slowly into the oudi, you know, the oudi vibe of the Middle Eastern fragrances. So this is my last recommendation, guys.
My last recommendation is one that I think might not be for everyone. It might come across as a bit polarizing, but I think just give it a try if you want something quite unique. If you are familiar with the Tom Ford ombre leather, you know, vibe, but you think it's a little too masculine, and you would have loved for it to be sort of, you know, twisted in a way to make it more feminine, I say go for Raw Human. Nobody really talks about it. I think the first few times, you know, when it was
you
fresh
were the
on
first
the market,
one to talk about
yes,
it,
I was, you know, and I've not really seen a lot of people talking about this. So I just refer to this as a gourmand version of ombre leather. It gives you that gourmand touches because it has the fruit, you know, it has some fruit and some lactonic, creamy, almost like marshmallowy, fluffy nuance to it. I think what might put people off is going to be that ombre leather vibe, but because it's been mixed with that delicious gourmand, marshmallowy, lactonic feel, it's really beautiful. Honestly, it's like it makes you stand out from the crowd. It's not like the everyday generic sweet ones. This one, you know, for me personally, it's different. It's different. It gives you that slight gothic, you know, feel. You can dress it up, you can dress it down, but I prefer to wear something like if you have like an all black ensemble and you put this one on, it's going to really, you know, help it to make sense, make much more sense. Like an all black, you know, with a red lip, something like gothic, sharp, a bit out there. This is the way to go, you know. Don't be so scared about this because probably even the bottle might throw you off, even the name Raw Human might throw you off, but just give this one a chance. If you like ombre leather but you feel you want something in a more feminine way, this is the way to go. Raw leather by
Raw Human.
Yes,
but there is leather in it anyway.
Yes, by Latafa. Okay, so yeah, I think that
that's it, guys. That's a wrap. I think those are there's plenty more. I think we did something similar in another video. There's plenty more of the underrated ones that we you know we thought to drop here for you guys to look at and to highlight those, you know, because we're always talking about fragrances and sometimes it's the hype that takes over. For instance, now everybody's talking about the teriyaki, the newer ones. So it's easy for some of these to be swept under the carpet, and the manufacturers themselves are not making it easy because while we're trying to process this, they've given us a new one. So we were just here to kind of put back to light some of the fragrances that may have been lost along the way.
The older, I guess, always be on the look out for the older ones, you know, because the prices would have dropped. Nobody is paying attention to it. And once you wear those ones, you're going to smell different. You're not going to smell like any other person because everybody is wearing the newer one. Okay, all right. So that is going to be it for today. And we hope this video found you well. Please do not forget to give this video a thumbs up, and I hope you have subscribed. This is my sister C Chronicles. Please do not forget to subscribe to her channel, and don't forget to subscribe to Ajala's Fragrances. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Bye.